What up, fight fans? I'm J.COTTO. Welcome to J.COTTO's Fight Page. And this is a little video that Zone 6 Boxing, peace to you, my brother. He had a little idea, and I said, let's get it. So this is just a little back and forth debate. I doubt if we're gonna be debating. It's more than likely we agree on this situation right here, this topic. But this is open for debate for anybody, man. It's good food for thought and good for boxing history. Now, Gerald McClellan, the G-Man, against Triple G, Gennady Golovkin. Now, let's start off with McClellan. 31 wins, 3 losses, 1 by KO, and 29 KOs. Had former trainers Emmanuel Stewart and Stan Johnson. Was ranked number 27th in the Ring Magazine's greatest puncher of all time. He outpointed Roy Jones Jr. in the 88 Golden Gloves, and he had 20 fights, winning by first round KO. Okay, he held WBC World Middleweight Championship, the WBO, in '93. He lost to Dennis Milton and Ralph Ward in '89. He had a 6-year undefeated streak, a KO streak as well. Last devastating KO win over Julian the Hawk Jackson, as well as losing to Nigel Benn 39-2-1, which was his last fight. The G-Man fought hard and he hit hard and had great footwork and was a great middleweight in the late 80s to early 90s to mid 90s. He also knocked out John Mugabe, another feared hard hitter at the time. The G-Man doesn't have an impressive resume, but fought a couple of great middleweights. Now understand, Nigel Benn, Julian Jackson, and John Mugabe were considered elite in that era. Left with very few that were in that division. McClellan finished it off basically. What was left in the middleweight division, those 3 former great champions, competitors, will tidal wave today's middleweight division 2 times over. Research it. Mugabe, Jackson, and Benn's resume. Then view their fighting, view their style, their fight style. Observe the way they operate. That's accuracy at its best. Now, Gennady Golovkin, 35 wins, undefeated, and 32 KOs. He's 3-0 against former or current world champions. Fighter of the Year in 2013, rated by Ring Magazine. He's a silver medalist in 2004. Amateur record was 345-5, but it's set to be 8. I guess that's still being investigated. He currently holds the IBO, WBA, WBC, and IBF. See, Triple G has broken the KO streak record of Mike Tyson and holds almost all of the titles today. I see Golovkin as a good, solid, rounded off fighter that is being blamed for today's politics. And to me, it's just frankly this, in the wrong era, and it's sad. We see the hunger and competitiveness, but there aren't many at 160 that want to fight him. Some don't want to actually step up and fight this man because they see him as a threat, and some just want more money. But one thing is for certain, Golovkin is at the wrong era at the wrong time. His resume isn't impressive as well. All is unattractive except his KO streak, being undefeated, and his pedigree. Some heavier fighters wanted a fight with Golovkin, but that never flourished. Maybe it will in the near future. Some fight fans feel that Golovkin is feared, as some feel he is, but not in a way as to Tyson, Liston, and many other greats. For me, McClellan Golovkin would be something to talk about when one, Golovkin unifies by actually being baptized under fire, because even Mayweather went through that, and two, adds more big names to his resume or moves up after total domination. Then and only then can we debate about these two fighters of such caliber. For me, and some who have watched the sport before Gennady touched gloves, he is still a work in progress and is picking up much needed momentum. McClellan's work was very scientific and to the point. By the second or fourth round, you'd be figured out. He hit hard, but let's not compare KO percentage. For the fighters are from different eras. Yes, they are. Their competition was at a much higher rate. But if you do compare, in some cases, some of you will, then remember that Trips G, his resume is empty with fighters. And the three big names on McClellan's resume would have, for a fact, defeated the names on Golovkin's resume. Both are awesome and in their own class. And both are great fighters, but only one has actually proven himself in all aspects of boxing. Golovkin is a very good fighter. Let's not mistake in this. Let's not take away from the fighter. And let's not compare him to today's prima donnas as well. But the fact is, he is still a work in progress. Till he takes the two-step boxing program I mentioned for this era, he is soon to be king. Right now, he holds the realm, but he needs to slay much bigger beasts. He has a throwback mentality as he wants tougher fights and bigger names and wants to unify. And this is why I say he's in the wrong era. In Mugabe, Hagler, Jackson's, and Ben's era, their era, he would have been a king today, and he will be a few years from now, after he has taken the two-step program. There are more fighters holding straps today that need the two-step program of boxing. Saunders, Canelo, and Jacobs. But some competitors who are champions like Lemieux, or who were former champions like Lemieux, is the only one that is respected for his two steps taken. This is why he was successful in his last fight. Baptism under fire, folks. Without that, no names, no experience, no legacy, no courage. I'm sure you get it now. Yes, McClellan suffered from brain damage, but fought for what he wanted, a strong legacy. They all know what may have come from actual hard-fought combat. To be safe is smart, but to be smart, one must learn lessons. My name is J.COTTO. # come back to boxing. Thank you for joining my fight page. God bless. Stay vigilant. Peace. And peace to Zone 6 Boxing.